Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Judith. And I guess this time of year we're all getting a little tired of leftover turkey or leftover ham. So I thought we'd do a fish dish. We're going to use the harissa paste I'm there. I will put a link in to the video I made when I made the harissa paste. Now mine is very mild. You can make it spicier or you can add spice later. I prefer to make mine mild, and if I want more spice, I'm going to ramp it up a little with more chilies later. So, harissa paste, you want a white fish. Wrong season, pretty much for fish around here, so all I could find was frozen Basa steaks. Then you want cilantro and some fresh thyme. I have this lovely herb keeper that I hardly ever use. But I bought the thyme because my thyme plant is dead for the season. And of course some lovely fresh tomatoes, which we're going to grate. We did this in another recipe. I will link to that. I think that was the lamb and bean stew I did. So I'll give you a link to that recipe too. So let's get started. Oh yeah, I forgot. Garlic. Lots of garlic. Normally I don't show you very much in the way of chopping vegetables and stuff. I'm sure you all know how to chop an onion and things. But when I do the grated tomatoes, you want to use the large side of the grater. And you just put the tomato on. Of course you want a large dish under it. Either preferably a bowl, because it's going to be juicy. And just keep going. And you do want to be careful because you don't want to grate your hand, but if you got your palm on the tomato skin will protect you because it's going to be difficult for the grater to go through that. And you will stop when you get it all grated off the skin. So all you're left with is the flat skin, which you will toss away. Warm your pan on low, and then you want to add some olive oil, a tablespoon or two, or if you're using the homemade harissa paste, take the olive oil that's on the top of that, there we go, let that warm up, and we're just going to add 2 to 4 garlic cloves, sliced or chopped, depending on your preference. So depending on the size of the garlic cloves, you want 2 to 4. And you can slice them or chop them, whichever you prefer. And these, we're just going to give them enough time to get fragrant. We don't want them to start to brown. Okay, now I'm smelling the garlic wonderfully. We are going to add the harissa paste. And this is my homemade harissa paste. I will put a link in at the end and in the description below. So we're putting about those 3 large spoons. So And remember, my harissa paste is not hot. I make it very mild. I'm going to stir that around. And then we will add the grated tomatoes. One of you. Now with your harissa paste, always make sure to clean the edges and cover it with olive oil. That will prevent it from going moldy and help it keep longer. We allow our sauce to cook for about 8 to 10 minutes. If you're doing a larger batch, definitely let it cook longer. We want to taste for seasoning. Very well seasoned, but we want to check for salt. And the spice level. Okay, it's very sweet, so we do need some salt. And don't go overboard. Because it's so easy to add salt and so hard to get rid of it. Actually impossible once you've added too much. So let's try again. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to add our fish. And I have Basa fillets. Put that in. And we're going to spoon the sauce over the top. Now, you could use, my preference would have been for cod or halibut, but the wrong season, so they weren't available. Frozen Basa fillets are always available, as they're a farmed fish. Let's get that sauce all on the fish. And now we have a half bunch of cilantro. And now we let it cook. I'm going to put a lid on it. Depending on the thickness of your fish and what kind of fish you're using, this could take half an hour, 45 minutes, more or less, either way, as I say, depending on your fish. So be aware of what it is you're cooking. Okay, we're pretty much done, so we're going to take the lid off, and I'm going to add a little fresh thyme, just because I like thyme mostly. It's optional. And some cilantro. Now we're going to serve it with some very lovely bread. You could use rice or a grain of your choice, but let's and of course a lovely salad would be great. Some Moroccan Harisa Paste fish dish. You do want to serve it with some really nice bread. This is an artesian bread. Let's give it a little taste here. Oh my, but that is delicious. Now, I have used Basa steaks, which are rather soft, so it was fairly quick to cook. Oh my god. Oh my, that is delicious. Serve it with a nice red wine, and you have a wonderful meal. If you want to add, if you like, add a salad. I thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please, please, please try the recipe. It is delicious. And I know it's the wrong season for fish here, but in your neck of the woods, it might be the right season. A good, firm, white fish works best for this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will post a link to the Harisa Paste video. I'll see you again soon with a new video.